All right guys, so check this out. Today I want to talk about the new Ram. Also, what I want to talk about in this video, I want to look at the E-coating on the frames of the Ram heavy duty trucks. We're going to compare what a brand new Ram looks like next to a Ram that's seen 5 years of Michigan terrible roads. So you can see how the E-coated surface holds up versus some of the other brands like GMC and Chevrolet with their wax coating surface. And then the third thing I want to talk about is where are the inventories at? So let's get to this. What do we have right here? Super basic tradesman right here versus my just kind of a low level bighorn. But what I kind of want to show you is two things. Number one, let's look at the E-coating. I just did a video on E-coating on Ram and their technology versus some of the other brands. You can see a little bit where during the manufacturing something rubbed there, but in general the E-coating looks really great. Now let's look at the same truck, 2500, that's 5 years old. That looks phenomenal. Anybody seen a truck that came from Michigan? You see the low level of corrosion, and if you look in the background, you see the exhaust. That's aftermarket. That's not stock exhaust. This is an aftermarket exhaust, which is a little bit lower exhaust grade. But that's the whole point of what I was sharing the other day. Is this is the benefit I see of an E-coated surface versus a wax coating surface versus some of the other manufacturers. But one of the other things I'm going to show, I've got some footage I'm going to show elsewhere in this clip. When I was at this dealership, literally a week and a half ago, this whole thing was full of trucks, 2500s, 3500s, everything. Half of them are gone. It's wild. I cannot believe to show up, and there's so many of them are gone. These trucks are still selling, and I know that blows a lot of people's minds when you see how expensive some of these trucks are, but they're still selling, and they're getting rid of big expensive inventory. Half of their HD trucks are gone from just a few weeks ago. Here's a perfect example. This is a beautiful 2024 Ram 2500 Laramie. I think this is like the night edition. This is the night crew edition. Beautiful truck. This is no rip on Ram because I think Ram makes a great truck. I own one, but this is $98,000 for a 2500. That's insane, and I'll tell you why that's insane. To make matters more crazy, right next to this truck is a limited night train 3500 dually. Take a guess at the MSRP on this thing, $108,000. So you got 108 and you got 98, both beautiful trucks, both capable trucks. The problem is when you compare it to other trucks on the market, they don't have the value it used to have. And so I look at a truck like this, and at $98,000, you could get an F250 or F350 Tremor high output diesel platinum for the same amount of money. This is why I think you'll start seeing some big price reductions on the Rams. Beautiful trucks, capable trucks. People that have them typically love them. I love my Ram, it's great. But in today's market, adjustments have to happen. So it's gonna be really interesting to see what happens with Ram, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge in this next upcoming 12 months. Get ready. If you're looking for a deal, I'm convinced this will be the brand to look at first for discounts. Look at this. Standard Grand Cherokees, Compasses, Grand Cherokee L's. Loaded up across both sides of the street. Wagoneers, Obsidians, Durangos, everything. This is crazy. I've never seen inventory packed like this. Grand Cherokees, you got L's, all the way from low trim level to high trim level, Chargers, Challengers. As you can see, there's a ton of inventory of standard Jeep products and some of the different SUVs. Now what I want to kind of look at is what's left of inventory. So this is a 3500 dually, and this truck is at over $85,000. So now this is a bighorn version, so you're not going to get the premium exterior, premium lighting, premium interior, but it is a Cummins, just like the night train version right next to it. But now we look at this truck, this thing's completely loaded out. We're looking at $108,000. So when you look at these trucks and see a $30,000 difference, yet they're still the same cab configuration, they're still both dualies, they're still both Cummins. But are you seeing $30,000 worth of content there? And that's kind of what I'm seeing the trend with a lot of these Ram trucks, is they're just priced so heavily. Now here's a black versus white, both the night train limited version, but this one also comes in at $108,000. You can see fifth wheel prep. Here's a 2500. next to another 3500 Sport. Kind of see some of the differences here between the wheels. You got the wheel lips versus just the standard Bighorn wheel. Not a big difference. They both have the same tire, which I was kind of surprised. I thought they were actually going to have a little bit different tire. But then you can see it's got power steps. This one has standard steps. And then this one comes in at $85,000, just like the other one. So when you look at this, $23,000 less. That's a big jump for leather interior and just a few goodies. And that's what this theme you're going to see across a lot of these different trucks, whether you're looking at a Rebel or you're looking at a Bighorn or Limited, Laramie. They're just priced so heavily. It's crazy. You know, here's one right here. It's $100,000 in a 2500 Cummins. $100,000. I mean, I just did a platinum trimmer, loaded out F350 with a high output diesel for literally the same money. So, kind of interesting, but the part that's most surprising to me about this whole situation right now is that these trucks are still selling. It's mind-boggling to me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Point of today's video is kind of look at the e-coating on the Ram frames, kind of look at inventories, what they're looking at, prices, where they're at, where they're going. Feel free to leave a comment down below to let me know what you guys think about these topics. Thanks for watching.